Okay, heading out here. We just came on the side. Change the video because give you a little. That was a quick little excerpt of the USS drum outside. We're heading to it now. And while the tall lady is trying to rush us along the way, hurry, hurry! I know because we only have so much time. Look at this. Look at the images. See the black and white. Nice image here. Nice thing. Planes everywhere. Beautiful stuff. And this is what I guess I'm fueling. Fuel. I'm guessing. No, no. This is a submarine. Yeah, this is a submarine. It looks like a fueling structure. Wow. Yeah, it's a submarine back then. That's how it was back then. Before, remember? Remember before you had them before in that kind of barrel, old structure back then, the rudder. Yeah. Wow, back then you couldn't have that much time on the water either. Interesting. Let me pause something in a second. Wow. Had to pause to put the silence some notifications because everything goes up. This is the H.L. Hawley. Look at this. God, I have the crew back then. Someone, look at they working the thing by hand. I give it a crank. What? Confederate States torpedo boat submarine. Two different things. The H.L. Hawley replica model exhibited here was built in Mobile in 1960 and is based on sole surviving crew member William Alexander's early 20th century drawings. Actual submarine was discovered by author and adventurer Clive Cussler in 1995. Amazingly well preserved and intact, the Hunley was found buried deep within the sand and silt just outside of Charleston Harbor. Lost at sea for 137 years, she was raised from her resting place in the Atlantic Ocean on August 8, 2000. Since then, the South Carolina Hunley Commission and private non-profit group, the Friends of Hunley, unlocking the mysteries of the fascinating submarine. It is on display in the public in Charleston.
Wait, did we not see this in Charleston?
I don't know if you saw this one. I didn't see. Maybe it's hidden in the other ones. See, that's what I say. And you know, sometimes it's good. When you can't catch everything, go back. There's more stuff you probably had to see. But look at it back then. Here's another one. On February, look at the size of these things. On February 17, 1866, when a Confederate torpedo boat submarine H.L. Hawley attacked the sank of the Union warship USS Housatonic, making it the first combat submarine to sink an enemy warship. Built in Mobile, Alabama, 1863. 1863, the Hunley was shipped via railroad to Charleston, South Carolina on August 12, 1863. The mission was to break the Union blockade of Charleston Harbor and allow much needed supplies to come in once again flow into the key Confederate city. 3 training runs. You see, even back then, there was a lot of stuff. Yeah, look right here. A lot of history stuff coming in. A lot of stuff back then of, I say, the whole human race. One big family. They get along sometimes, and sometimes they don't get along. War times and good times, battling left and right. We go build up to the suspended the boat. Look at the size of this boat. Let me go. Come next to it for scale. Walk next to it. Let me see you. Look at the size of this boat on land. They keep it on there, boy. Look at this thing. Well, 3 props. Let me know if you see any snakes. They do say there are snakes and alligators in the area, so let's see. See? So you let me know if you see anything. Don't leave me and run away, okay? And people, look at each other. He says here, look at the side. Look. Alligator snakes in the area. So keep your eye on. Look down. Look around. Over there? Wait, that's a ship over there, right? Come on a second. 1 second. Looking around for the alligators, right? Don't want to get the alligators, but just looking for them. You know, they're just letting you know. Like, I didn't see this view yet. Let's see. Oh, you can have like a lunch there. Oh. Ah, look. Right next to the bay in the sand. Absolutely. That's a beautiful view. Yeah. That submarine looks beautiful up there. That's amazing. Look at the other ship. Look at the other. The military vehicles back then.
I get to get something.
We continue. I know.
When we ever get there.
Jumping down. I know. We're getting there. I'm walking around the submarine outside first. Okay. I like to kind of, you know, it's like an appetizer. I like to get a tease. I'm looking for but not too far, because you see gators and snakes in the area, right? Looking around. So we can't go too far around. Let's just take a look back here. Slowly. I know, hold on. Slowly. Look at the top here. These. Slowly. Look at this thing from the outside. That's amazing. Look at that. Look at the geese with the, oh, that's a beautiful picture too. The guys looking cool over there. Geese with their children. Look at them. He's like, look at them walk. They're telling the kids, go ahead. Look, isn't it? Families, look at this. Beautiful, guys. So much to see. Look at this thing on the outside. Look at the propeller. Wow. Look at the size of the propeller. I don't know what's in this hole here, but he did say they moved it, right? Let's see. How tall are you compared to me walking by like that? I have it on 0.5 magnification here. Look at the size of the propeller. Wow. Nice. And coming up from the shaft. Remember, I was thinking there might be a jump ski underneath here somewhere, right? Let's see. Keep an eye out for them. Look at this. Okay. Took a lot of stuff out of it. Let me see. Amazing, amazing, amazing. And I see they doing like work on the side. So I guess that's how they maintain them. I have to go inside there. Wow. Amazing. Okay. Beautiful. Absolutely amazing. Let's see something going on. I keep saying warning, warning, alligators, snakes in the area. I'm like, I hope not to see any of the gator bros. You know, hope not. Do like the military vehicles, but not the gator bros. Let's see. Amazing. And the rudder, absolutely amazing. Yeah. Still on patrol. U.S. Navy submarines paid heavily for their success in World War II. A total of 374 officers and 3,131 men are on board these 52-year submarines still on patrol. Amazing. A lot of them here. Nice little shade over here too. The desk. USS, they still have to restore them. Wow. Okay. I'm supposed to time to swap glasses. I can see. Yeah. This is my transition lenses.
Oh, sorry.
This is my transition lenses. Right now. That's it. All right. Watch your step. It's a nice view. Oh, okay, that's a lot better view up there. Oh, it's a nice view up there. Yeah, I like this view, yeah. Lot to see. See, beautiful stuff. Finally got on top, right? But down there, it's about 100 feet drop. Watch your step. Whoa. Oh, that's how it is?
Yeah.
So there's holes all in the floor. I guess to make it you can buoyancy this. I don't know why. Somebody give a deck. Okay, here's where the History Channel comes in handy. But that's this USS Drum. Care of Home Fleet being pertinent information. Laid down 11 September 1940. Portsmouth Naval Shipyard. Kittery, ME for which one? Maine? Maryland?
Maine.
Launched 12 May 1941, decommissioned 16 February 1946. Point number 3, 18 March 1947, placed as Naval Reserve Training Vessel, Potomac River Naval Command. Reclassified Auxiliary Research Submarine, AGS-28. First, December 1962, struck from Naval Register 30th, 1968. Final disposition, Memorial at Mobile, Alabama, 14 April 1969. World War II. 12 battle stars. Confirmed tonnage sank 80,850. Eighth most deadly wartime submarine. Specifications: displacement surface 1526 tons, submerged 2410 tons. Wow. Length 311 feet 10 inches. Beam 27 feet 3 draft. Speed surface 20.25 knots. Submerged 8.75 knots. Complement 7 officers, 65 enlisted. Operating depth 300 feet at 24 hours 2 knots. Patrol maximum 60 days. Cruising range 11,000 miles surface. Armament unmentioned, I ain't telling you. 10 torpedoes, tubes 21 inches, 6 forward, 4 aft, 24 torpedoes, 1. Bye-bye. Jeez, what's here? Exit. Can't read. See? He said do not enter. Let me see. When you see them pull up in the chute and they said the last of the stuff, it's so interesting to watch. Ah, look at this stuff here. Walking on the decks. Very nice. I know, but it's very nice. And you guys have to walk the deck. This is, I mean, I guess because you don't want water. So you're not walking in a water thing. It's a very slippery environment. So I guess the water kind of seeps in. So water evacuation. I'm just guessing here. Somebody knows the real thing, we'll find out. But look at this. So no water seeping in. Look at the guns and stuff and everything. The torpedo hatch. This is absolutely amazing. So look in here. Wow. I gotta take a peek, right? What's inside there? Amazing. I'm all sneaking. See? I'm gonna get that comment on I said again. People always sneakers. I'm like, man. But you said you're gonna get in. See here? In case you get in there and you go and you get to man the guns against at the station. I'm like, but so then you have to be there before during time of war while submerged? No, not while submerged, right? So you have to get in there before. Somebody says that, man, it'd be nice to know how long they're staying there. When do they? I mean, have to be above ground. Yes. Duh. You know, stupid. I'm just saying. It's like, so I mean, they will, it's like I feel like alligators. You like to be submerged. Yeah. So this is just in case they're on the deck. In case they're stationed down there, they have to go down. Somebody jumps in there and starts to man it. Even they have to man it. I'm going to the front quick. Oh, you want to do that after? She can't go to get inside. I'm scared to go inside. Because I'm above water, but still. Suppose it's locking inside. I don't want to go inside. So, I don't, this, I've always seen submarine videos and I'm like, they get claustrophobic, like, all that space. Yeah, like do the Titanic scene, right? Titanic, and look at the bow. And you see that I've always wondered why they had to open in the front, that hole for. If you can see it, what's opening for? Hey, what's that plane down there? You remember those? It's not the Warthog, is it? Is it a Warthog? You see the part? See that they're putting pieces together there? They're slowly salvaging and putting stuff. I mean, that's a junk. That's a garbage. You see now? I'm saying, but they're putting stuff together a bit to bring it back. I see like it looks like it's like sand that is gonna paint it over. So they do a lot of restoration here. Even the jet, right? See right there? See the guys doing the work? Yeah. They do. That's what he's talking about. Maintain. That's what he's talking about. Maintaining. If you saw the other videos, the videos are cut up in pieces. So you're gonna see a lot of different pieces come together. Nice. Okay, let's go inside. Everybody waiting to get super. Come on. What time we got? I'm stalling. I know. I'll come back next time and see some more. Let's see. I sound like I'm taking all that attention to the details. Watch your step. Okay. All right. You want to get there? You first. Entrance. Start here. Okay. Let's see. No food or drinks, except water. I see. I like to go backwards. Just in case. Going down. So you don't want to fall down. I like to go backwards on purpose. Wow. Oh, wow. Wow. It's like in the bowels of this thing. Wow. Look at this place. Wow. Never been in a submarine before. You? No. Look at the torpedo chutes on the back. Look at these things. Back then, imagine what it is now. Wow, amazing structure. All this stuff together. Boom, boom. I'm not gonna say like I know I can see torpedo. Look at the size of this thing. So they launch it, they put it here, and I'm guessing it. But this is massive. I mean, and they store it here, and then they gotta maneuver it to get it over there. I don't know how, but that's what History Channel is for. Let me see that. All right, I keep it. We just keep it as it is. But it's amazing how they do this stuff. Yes.
Echo sounding equipment.
Echo. Oh, this is a lot of stuff.
A lot of knobs here too. See, this is sonar equipment.
It's actually much more spacious than I thought. I thought it'd be like a claustrophobic, like tight space.
Sonar equipment there.
They do a good job. Like all this measurements and yes, a broom scooper. But all this stuff, I thought it was like more confined. I'm scared because I'm like, oh no. I don't like claustrophobic spaces. Oh, dude. And so you had to go here and it's like how they do it. You jump through. So you go like this. You go and you jump through like I'm guessing like this. I gotta look at this. Wow. It's actually not so tight as I thought it would be. So this is a food galley. You sink. Look, sink here. I can stand up on my head. I'm like almost 6 feet, 5'10".
Almost 6 feet.
There's good space here. You can actually move around. I thought it was more confined, but
Pantry?
it's like maybe it's like a little lunch serving. Let's see. Is in the room here?
Yeah. So you sleep here then? Wow, that's really
Good. So 2 people here.
the mirror.
Maybe this is the captain's area. Forward battery space. Below this compartment is a space where storage battery cells are stored. The batteries were removed to provide classrooms when the ships were used for naval reserve training. So they did some work with it after, but they can.
So they eat.
Possibly they can eat. Some can eat, yeah. Not everybody.
There's a
Some.
JFK picture on the wall there.
JFK. Yeah. Wow. And so that's the second. You have one set of beds there,
Yeah.
and a second set of beds. So they made use of all the space around. And
What's this?
Decent, look, I can actually go in here. Decent sized quarters. You want to sit?
Decent.
Yeah, you can actually fit. Sit. Didn't say no sitting. Translation name. Here, sit. Imagine. You see how we just have to squeeze in there? 2 people have to kind of fit in here. Use the table and then use the beds to sleep. And the beds look kind of pretty comfy too. It looks like recline.
But imagine if you were
Yeah, simple. Yeah, the feeling of buoyancy. I mean, and this is, what is this? I don't know.
That's a sink.
Wow.
This is the mirror.
Foldable. You know, remember what are those apartments or homes where they have those things? Everything is like compartment where they can fold away.
Murphy bed.
No, like everything. Murphy bed, yeah. Apartments you can fold away. Look at this. So spaces and everywhere. I guess Howard Walter Gilmore.
There's no doors.
And the sink folds away with water.
Wait, there's no doors.
No, I guess sliding doors. I guess no. You have to, everyone's in the open. He has his own bed and quarters he can sit on. Wow. And then he has his own safe and locker here. Safe locker room. Sit in here, do your work. Read and stuff, reading lock. So you have your own space, private quarters. Amazing. And this, you can tell the speed and stuff, what's going on here, density of water.
Depth.
Everything, so it's being used there while it's still having
Density.
other things done. Wow, wow, wow.
No, there's a fan above you.
That's absolutely amazing there. And look, and everything is here. You have the plugs and outlets are here for lights. I mean, I guess they're retrofitted, but you have lights and stuff you can put in there, outlets and stuff. I mean, they did a very nice job in restoration. Look inside here. And there's always a picture of some cute ladies on the top of this from family and relatives, you know, because remember, most time it was the guys that were at sea. You gotta know what you're fighting for, right? Children, there's always this women and children. Fight for women and children. Look at the sink. Look at the sink. So look at that. So the sink that's there
It folds up.
opens up and
Into
folds out like
faucets.
this with faucets and things.
Inside, yeah.
This is since back in the 60s and 50s. I mean, that's a lot of forward thinking.
I don't get it. Where's the drain?
And then you have 3 beds.
Wait, how's it drain?
And you have your little fold away. You have your pouches. Put it. I say fold away as if it's on a pot. But everything, the wine, everything is there. Everything's treated.
Wait, how's it drain? You know how the thing...
In these, yeah, down here.
So I guess when you fold it back up, then it drains?
I think so. It just drains automatically. See the U shape? That's a plumbing trick. But also all these beds, all these compartments. I mean, it's not bad. It's actually good space to walk around in.
Oh, it's a 5-man room.
I remember I said there's always a cute reason to keep your momentum. Ladies are very interesting. All ladies play a part in the wartime effort as well as to guys. When you fight to protect the home and women and children, it makes a difference. You know what you're fighting for. It does make a difference. I won't say too much. Just say this. You got what you're fighting for. This is the gentleman we were talking to outside before. That's him. It looks like him. The dolphin. Let me see. You take a look. Look, so there's 3 beds. So 3 beds, 6 in here. So you have a lot of space and no, one more. Oh, 5. Yeah, the space on top, and more compartments. So you have topies in the back. All these shelves, all this stuff. A lot of. And here here's a cell phone cell phone communication. You have to yell and talk about stuff. So you have to open the valve and talk. And they let you get hands on the seat. It's good to come in here and see these things. I thought it'd be very more confined in space in a sec. But still, I still would be thinking you come on the ground, on the sea. Look at it down here. So here's like, there's a telegraph here. Person's, not telegraph, but typewriter. And there's like mail and stuff there on lock and safe. If you're underneath here, and it's space, but now you gotta get in here again. Whoa. So you have to be able to get in. All right, let me see. You have to get in here. And you have space enough to walk around in. I just guess the phase is when you're underwater, how it feels like. This is just back then. Look at this here. You get to see all components.
Wait, can you go up there?
Left to right. Where?
Here?
I didn't say no. If you say no signage, you can't. I say you can. Up there, what's in there? All the things in space. So you can't see outside. You have to monitor saltwater depth and keel and all this stuff. A lot of details. A lot of details here. And look, I mean, even it's like the part of the stuff. You're down in here watching all these. And you see all these when you put them in, take them out. You see how they do on TV, take them out in the military, take them out, put them in quick connect. A lot of detail technology went into this. A lot of detail. How long? And look. So this is, I'm guessing what this is for. The turn. Look at this one. And to handle, yeah, I don't know, but it's 3. It's many different ones. So maybe this is reserve. I wish they had a guided tour to tell us. Maybe they do have, but I guess if it's a big enough group, they can do that. Ship service air distribution manifold. So how you can do the air coming into the hole to distribute around the plane. That's a lot of work. What you said before? Up here where? Oh, seriously? You want to go? You're small enough. I can go. Let me go? You want to go? Take a look. I'm hold it for you. Take one for the team. I see nothing. There's no signs of. I'm out. Look in the movies, change the angle view. Man, if you work on the submarine, go. How far can you go after the floor we just came from? Go, keep going.
No, are you crazy? How am I gonna? There's nothing else to hold.
Your hand up there, no?
No.
Security comes. I'm out. What do you see?
Get up here.
You gotta lock it up. What's inside there? Here, take the camera. You see. What do you see in the camera? I mean, you please take it. I'm gonna go up to him and see what's up. You see? When we start looking for adventure, no adventure, that's what gotta be. I got adventure, I get it for you. Adventure. That's what you get for going up there, see? Okay.
This is the room where they have the telescope to see outside.
What? I can feel the difference in the air inside here.
Yeah.
See, hold on to this. Look at back here. How these guys find this space. And it's actually, you can stand up there. Let me show you. Wow.
I don't know how we're gonna get down.
Yeah. Go backwards. Look. Yeah. It's cavernous enough to stand. Wow.
Oh, this must be the exit.
To go up there.
Outside.
But look at this. You have space to move around still. What do you see in here? This is a conning tower. The conning tower is used when submerged and when using the periscopes on the surface for torpedo attacks. As you step off the ladder and turn to the right, you will see the second helm station. To the right of this is the ladder going to the bridge topside where the office of the deck and the air feels thin in here.
Yeah.
The periscopes are submarine windows and are used. So the periscopes are submarine windows and used to determine range and bearing of the target and for navigation. To the right and above the ladder are the torpedo firing panels and firing buttons. Those are the ones you see them push in the movies. Be careful, the park would get upset if you sink the U.S. Alabama, even though it's just a target away. It's just a target. Next, you'll see the torpedo data computer. That's down there. And range being the angle. A manual entered from visual observations on the TDC will automatically track the target. When some information on the TDC matches what is seen visually, they know they have good information and can shoot the torpedoes. On the opposite side are radar and sonar scopes. During the battle stations, there could be 12 men up here. 12 men up here? What? Conan Tower was replaced due to depth charge damage and came off a new construction boat for the next class. It was thick and rated for deeper depth than the rest. It's amazing stuff. Oh, you can come up. Room for 12. This is interesting. Amazing stuff. Yeah, just grab onto that one when you get it. You see? In the chat, yeah. Nice. Amazing stuff up here. How do you make this thing? Goodness. So this is what you look at, the periscopes?
Yeah.
Yeah, this room. Is that a room for 12? Wanna meet it. That's amazing. Look, and Nick fuses. Oh, okay, watch your step. That's for fuses, illumination. Look at all the bus fuses, all the fuses. That's a lot of detail.
My drink down.
Amazing. Huh?
My stuff down.
Absolutely amazing. So come here. All this stuff here. Yeah, come. I trade with you. Come. You good? Come. Very nice. Very nice. And you can steer from here too. Hey, coming up? Yeah, come.
No, I'm coming back down.
Yeah. Oh no, no rush. Yeah. You want to come see first? You want to come see it?
He just wants to look around.
Oh, okay. It's amazing up here. Wow.
Oh wait, isn't there a steering wheel?
A nurse. So not yes. I guess in case you're doing stuff in the front, you can do the work. Yeah.
Oh, so turn the steering wheel.
Amazing. So you see?
Oh, this is how fast you're
Yeah.
going.
Yeah. To see, so they can do everything here. The secondary, in case they have to go in whatever compartment and make it work.
Yeah.
And I guess those are. Huh?
Yeah, zipper pockets.
Let me see. Yeah. Onto this one. So.
Yeah, thanks.
Okay. Okay. Here we go. And head back. So backwards. So.
I don't know how you did this so fast. I was like,
Yeah, you gotta so hold on to those. Let me see this one. And go backwards. Heading back down. Amazing stuff. Now imagine if you're in the water and you have to do this. Look under the floor. On the floor. All this stuff is the wires, the hole. Everything is compartmented. Look at all the stuff they have here. And you have to be able to get in, get out, and do this. And look at this stuff. Control mechanisms. All these things here. Absolutely amazing. So see, my turn now, right? So I'll trade you the camera. Okay, here, you want to do this? I'll give you the camera also, right? You hold this one so I don't fall bust my head coming out.
yeah.
Okay. Up, down, the way.
Hi.
Amazing. How do you do this stuff? Wow. Thank you. That's amazing.
Okay, the phone.
Baby phone? Oh. Oh, that's what you want? Give me a phone back. But all this stuff in this small space. Amazing. Including the broom. Put it on the light chips, right? And most of see. And you get bulkhead. So bulkhead and all the different controls. All this had to have a function. What's inside here too? Typewriters and stuff there. A lot of details. Okay. Watch your steps. You gotta go. Is it in here too? You see? One in danger for moving on carry the minimum penalty of $100, 500 days imprisonment. So don't touch. Amazing. Oh, there's cooking food. So kitchen in the front, one here again. Nice. And the biggest thing, and again, you have room for your head. It's like a little. And you have to lock up the areas to seal up water. I just was once when they see the water thing is flooding and they shut it off. What happens? Amazing. Look, you can sit here like regular. Still comfortable. Take a breathe. God bless you.
The freezer's down
Wow.
there. This is cool.
Amazing. And you have to make all this space. And again, lots of space. So this is what it is then. Imagine what the stuff they have now. This happened, they can't put it in for security reasons, right? But it's amazing they did this even back then. I thought it was more claustrophobic. I don't feel claustrophobic. Look at the size here in this big wall. All the ceilings. It's like the bed in the middle of it, I'm guessing. If you can see where you are in the subway, when you have like a picture on the side, how you are now. Well, here it has, new advancement of stuff. All this is put in here in this. Look, AC units. It's like a house. It's a house. Submarine storage battery casing. There were 252 storage batteries, 126 in each of two battery spaces to provide electrical power for propulsion and lights during underwater operations. One battery space is directly below this compartment and one is directly below the officer's quarters. The complete battery weighed 1,647 pounds. Wow. Cruise berthing and after battery. Okay. Berthing. You know how it's called a berthing? Like berthing room? And in the hospital, BERTHING, like B, also the BI. So there with birth, like it's a berth to sleep, the quarters, right? There were 36 bunks in this room. The picture below shows a berthing compartment with all the bunks in it. Some of the crew had to hot bunk. That occurs when one would get up to go on a watch. Someone would get into the hot bunk that person just left. So in other words, you swap spaces in the bed. Not too good in the South Pacific, but I would have liked it on the Arctic patrols I made. This guy is funny. Oh, lady. Uniforms were stored under the mattresses, and personal gear in the small lockers aboard the bunkers and in canvas bags hung on the bunker rails. That's like, you can see one, the so that's lockers. Yeah. Under the deck was the after battery. It had another 126,000 watt. It's a lot of stuff, man. Oh man, you gotta come see this. I can't read all this, but yeah, there's enough room to put stuff, store stuff. You know, some parts are not others. I have to watch it in some parts. So, but you know, it's decent enough for at least a 6-footer. You can sit, relax, enjoy storage places. You know. And it's like I think utensils things they use for themselves. Sandals, not just any sandals, but depth charge sandals. You see to submarine going on World War II patrol. The thought behind the issue was to cut down on the noise during silent running. After an attack by the enemy, heavy work shoes were noisy and could contain nails and other metals. Please, oh for real. This metal could also produce sparks that may cause an explosion in the submarine's volatile mixture of gases, oils, and vapors. Hydrogen. So you have to have. So when is it shown here? The shoes?
The shoes are here.
So you have to have certain kind of shoes to wear. Interesting. Sandals, not to make noise. I never thought about that. Sandals to not make a mess. During World War II, the U.S. Navy had a total of 380 submarines. Some were not completed in time to make war patrol before the war ended, and some were used only for training because they were too old for combat operations. But 264 submarines made a total of 1,682 war patrols. 52 submarines were lost, and or nearly 20% of those which went on patrol. Peacoat locker. There's more areas. This thing is, and I guess as you go back to the area, it gets smaller and smaller. Bathroom. Oh, bathrooms here, and it's open, right? There's no like a closed shutter, but you have to. So you have one at a time. One bathroom stall, but hey, a running toilet, not like one of those holes you see in some of this place where you do sinkholes. You know, so that's still decent. And the shower, not bad. Shower and
This
wash.
is the shower.
Shower and washroom, not bad.
There's a step here.
Yeah, that works. Listen, you make it work. You can watch your step too. Oh, yeah, watch your step here. And so I guess you get into the tail area. Not bad. Not bad. More. This is like engine air intake silencer. So you have to make sure everything is not making any noise. And look at this stuff. This is the engine compartment. Forward engine room. Look at this. I can imagine that somebody had to man this stuff while they're doing this.
Start engine. Oh, this is engine start or start.
I mean, just the other curiosity. Do you have cell phone signal here? Just curious. Suppose somebody decided to do something silly and like lock yourself in, like lock the doors or something. They should make it seem not locking. No service here? So no service inside here. So people, don't play around silly. Do not lock the doors. Do anything silly to trap people here, or you will be in serious trouble. But you know, if you get trapped in, you know, like we just saw in the movie. You ever seen a movie called The Wave or something? Where you could bang on the wall or something, so you can hear you rattling. Hey, somebody there. Ding, 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 ding. You know, like underground. Same reason why they said they didn't want to wear like shoes and stuff with cleats after to make sure no noise. But if you get trapped in here, make noise. Bang and make stuff, bang stuff to make sure you hear. Look at this thing. Look at the pistons and stuff in this thing. Engine room. Wow. After the engine room, you will notice some of the covers have been removed so you can see the inside of the engine. No, the engine is not upside down. There are two crankshafts, one on top and one on the bottom, with two pistons on each cylinder. This is known as an opposed piston engine. I'm gonna turn around like almost a Subaru box on the sideways. See how the cars thing come into play? Everything's together, right? The pistons come close to each other in the center of the cylinder from a combustion chamber, and they are also the valve. You will notice in the middle of the inspection hole, slots in the cylinders. On this side is the air intake for the air to get into the cylinders. The exhaust is on the other side. It's nice to give this kind of detail. People love to see this, folks. You know, we just like to know the details, how it works, right? I was like car guys, but it's car guys and car gals, right? Look at this stuff here. An example. Pick the piston. Look at this stuff. Look at the size of these things. Absolutely amazing to this. You know, wow, it's nice to see this. It's like, you might know how hot it must be down here while they're working here. And there's a lot of things. There's seats here too. There's trays for tools, I guess, and servicing. Locker rooms for the crew here. They put a little bit of stuff everywhere you can turn. And I think these platforms, I guess these are built for, so just covered. They're covered up for the people to take tours.
When you close this stuff, you just see through the hole. Okay.
You should only come close your eyes. You can swing open. Oh, wow. It's amazing. Let me see. Exit. So here, so the exit is that way. Oh, so they want you. Oh, so you guess you're at the back already. So what's on that side?
Nothing.
Nothing here. She said nothing. You see all this stuff here? Watch it, madam. But you have to kind of get in there and squeeze and get in there if you gotta get out. So you have to kind of, yeah. I won't try to jump it. But what's in this thing? I'm wondering. But all this, gosh, high voltage, right? I don't know what that one is. But wow, a lot of details in this stuff here. Okay, very, very impressive. I'm surprised, even all the way walking through, we still have room to walk without banging our heads on this. This is pretty cool. Lots of detail, even in this age-old submarine.
This is some kind of like.
Wow,
Look at
wow,
all these
wow.
dials
Latch
there.
release, latch release. I guess it's on top. Latch release.
Yams, kill it, yams.
Right, so I guess this is the whole power distribution center down here, and you have also controls here too.
Oh, this
Wow,
is the part you're talking
amazing. All the details in this thing, it's amazing. Wow.
I don't know how you just get like that.
Yeah, you gotta fit in and get in. Yeah. Wow.
Turn around.
Absolutely amazing. Absolutely amazing. They did all this in this space. Absolutely amazing. I'm
They
impressed.
have these little holes you
And I think
The second floor?
in case of repairs and emergency repairs, because you have to be able to get inside the stuff to maintain wires or something that's messed up. What's this idea?
Oh, that's creepy.
I see some mobile unlocking things here. Yeah, you have to be able to.
Another engine room, probably.
Have to be able to get it. So here we go again with the amazing stuff. You see, well, more rooms. Wow, more birthing chambers also. More sinks. So yeah, so at least they're very good for hygiene wise. Hand wash everything. Engines log room. Look at this place. Absolutely amazing. And the torpedo hatches. So yeah, so remember they said fore and aft. So you have to be able to torpedo alcohol storage. I guess like I wanted to use the alcohol to do that how do you do in the because to help the evaporation to get rid of moisture. Hot running torpedo oil storage. All this stuff here. Look at this space. Momsen lungs. That's interesting. What is that supposed to be? I'm guessing for when you're out of, like, actually in case you have to do work on this. Let's guess. Moms and lungs, when you have to do work on the water, I'm guessing for a time. Let's see. Following the sinking of the U.S. submarine S-4 in 1927, a sinking in which the entire crew was lost, a serious effort was undertaken to improve submarine safety equipment and procedures. As part of that effort, the submarine escape appliance, Momsen lung, was invented. Lieutenant C.B. Swade Momsen of the U.S. Navy Bureau of Construction and Repair led the project which developed the lung, also earning him the Distinguished Service Cross. Since early submarine service, it was widely agreed that individual escape was much more likely to save lives than any attempt to submerge a submarine salvage. The Momsen lung was a means of individual escape, which enabled the crew to leave the submarine at a depth of up to 200 feet. A diving bell was used for greater depths without waiting for service rescue for arrival. So I guess so you won't get the benzene and other stuff, I'm guessing. The benzene when you get nitrogen in your lung. By 1929, Momsen had developed and tested this compact breathing apparatus, which was based on the principle of closed-circuit breathing. It contained a soda-lime filter which removed carbon dioxide as the wearer exhaled into the bag. For respiratory allergies out there. However, a drawback of the lung was that it had to be charged with oxygen from bottles fitted around the escape hatches just prior to escape. So you have to get this stuff and think, that's interesting. Often in a rush to escape, this oxygen was used wastefully and ran out halfway to the escape. So Momsen cautioned against the danger of a too rapid ascent from depths of a sunken submarine. Breathing pure oxygen under the pressure endured during such an ascent without forcefully exhaling frequently could burst a man's lungs. Wow, you gotta be careful. The rapid expansion of oxygen in the lungs, combined with the tendency to hold one's breath underwater, could prove lethal. Wow, this is something people know. Be careful underwater. I know when you build those divers too. A fact that was not generally recognized until the 1950s. Although the Momsen lung was viewed as a last resort escape device, it became standard equipment for all submarines. 1956, an improved method of escape called buoyant ascent was approved as a primary method of individual escape, replacing the Momsen lung. That in turn was replaced in 1961 by the stanky hood. Mouthpiece, valve box, valve thing. I said, oh no, what you guys couldn't. It's amazing. All this stuff. What's inside here? Climb, in case you're in trouble, climb up here quick. Get out there. Wow, and more berth and more beds. What about the torpedo? Gotta make it work, right? Should have climbed and jump on top here and climb up top here like this. And then torpedo below too. So torpedoes below. So when you see them fly there, it really adds a new perspective to see the movie now. Make me want to see Midway. Put it on there. You can watch the movie Midway, right? It's pretty good. I'm gonna put a link in it for the trailer for it. I also put Midway in there. Linking it. Look at this stuff. Look at the color. This it's like I'm like polished brass. The colors are nice. Wow. So you have to have to find front and back. We want to hear from you. Scan me now. Welcome your questions. Very nice. And you load them up. So you load it. I think you bring it there. You slide it across the track. You bring it, slide it over here. Load them up. So load them up. Line slide. Load them up. Line slide. And then to lift it up. Oh, there's one. So there's some on top, some below.
So this line's above.
Wow. To the top. Amazing. And to sleep next to the stuff or above it.
Yeah.
I mean, it's like you can get hit miles one. It's like it's amazing. Oh, look at this. Amazing. Wow, beautiful stuff. Wow. Wow. What is this? I'm gonna get to the battleship soon because I'm first a lot. This 95-pound nut secured the drum's port side propeller to its shaft. It was stamped in Arab as belonging to the derm. This little piece of all this little piece of massive stuff. Interesting structure. Wow. Amazing. Look at the layering too. Wow. Let's see. Sorry. Let's see. Amazing. Okay, we're heading out. I am saying it's amazing. I can finally say, went into a submarine.
Wash your head.
Oh, yeah, oh, you see it here? There, just in case. So, this is how you hit it. It's sand or something. It's nice, just in case, right? Bust hit it here, because that's be unfortunate after a nice experience. Knocked out and falling down the stairs. That's wow. So, a lot of detail in that submarine for all of that. So come across the other skip and so latch it on. Amazing. Now you know what we're gonna do, right? Quick 360 and then heading over to the battleship. We ain't done yet. You got energy? Energy ready? All right, let's go. Holland. God bless. Let's see. Pause this one here. Next one.